And welcome back everyone to game number 3 here between QuanticIllusion and Infinity 7's QuanticIllusion. I am Unstable, joined here by Railcoon. Cloud Kingdom is going to be our next map. And a nice mix-up there by Illusion in that last game, I feel. But we'll get back to that after we get these intros done. Of course, up here at the top position. Hey, this isn't Cloud. This is Atlanta Spaceship. Oh my god, that overlay failed. But we have QuanticIllusion up here as our teal Zerg coming in. Going for a hatch first into pool. And of course down here at the bottom left we have our orange Terran. It is going to be a QuanticIllusion going for a command center first into gas and then barracks. Interesting build here. What do you think, Railcoon?
Yeah, both players tried to two-base all in each other, and the way it worked out was QuanticIllusion's was just a little bit better. He had the roaches against just many Marines with no upgrades. So, like, after that last game, he's thinking it's probably not going to happen again.
Yeah.
He's banking on the fact that QuanticIllusion's going to play more of a normal game. Also, the attack that QuanticIllusion was doing was coming rather late as well. So he's feeling rather safe about just going for this little bit more risky of an opening. Getting that gas early as well is really the only super risky part about this. Command center first is reasonably defendable these days, especially on a big map like Atlanta Spaceship. So we'll see if he actually adds another barracks, or if he is really feeling risky, he could just go straight in the factory right now, which he is. So he's just cutting some minor corners here and there, but you know, after you cut several corners in a row, it becomes an issue if your opponent's going to get aggressive.
Yeah.
We do actually have early Zergling speed from QuanticIllusion. So, but he did pull off the gas afterwards, so it doesn't look like he's going to do anything too overly aggressive.
Yeah, that's very true. And this map, I really like this map, honestly. Like, and the only times I don't like it when is the Protoss playing it because of the third base. But in every other situation, it works really well for late game play. Not as well as Metropolis, from what I considered, but at the same time, it should be pretty fun. We do see, of course, an extra 2 barracks going down now for Illusion. He's going to get those Hellions out, maintain map control, and if he plays to more the late game, like we've seen him be aggressive 24/7, but he was also still growing his economy. He was still making those third commands, even if it was delayed a lot in game number 1. He was still growing to that really end late game stuff, and I really liked his style when it comes into that. Just pure aggressiveness. And he's actually going for the bunker down at the low ground here with the 2 supply depots, which is very standard. Now remember, these games were played on Korea, as that was the standard server coming through, but we do see Zerglings versus Hellions here. There are enough Speedlings to actually be able to take these out, especially if they come in right at the worst time. He's going to get a complete surround on the... Oh, that was close.
Oh!
Whoa.
How did he miss the second surround? He got one of them, but I thought he was going to get both of them there. That last Hellion is going to die.
Oh, and unless he's saved? No, he doesn't.
SCVs.
Yeah. There's only 1 Marine in this bunker here, remember. The 2 extra Hellions coming down from the high ground. He's going to get quite a few SCVs before this guy ends up being cleaned up. But now we do see that QuanticIllusion knows exactly what's going to be coming. He knows exactly in what position Illusion is. So I really like that coming up from him. We got double reactor on these barracks coming up from Illusion now. Now that does cause him to have a few less units now, but it will increase his production a lot later on, which is really nice to see. And we do see the third base coming up for Illusion. Sorry, not Illusion, QuanticIllusion.
Yeah, he's going to be able to check the map around with these Hellions, but the Zerglings are swinging around, going to try and catch them off guard while the Hellions are away. And there's three Marines in this bunker now, but he might be able to still get in here and catch this mule, which, that's a pretty fresh mule. If he can get that, it would be a pretty decent hit. Yeah, he's going right for it, and yeah, that was pretty much a new mule. He's going to get a few more SCVs as well. Only 1 or 2 more, but it's good harassment. That's, I think, 7 workers and 2 mules now. So he's doing a really good job with this Zergling harassment. It is potential drones, but right now it's 55 drones to 35 drones anyway, so he's doing fine on the worker count.
Alrighty, so at the same time, we did have those Hellions come up to see this third base timing. There was no drones there for them really to catch, so it's okay for QuanticIllusion, but he's now got the Roach Warren halfway down, started the Spire. Where's that Spire hiding? Wait, am I blind? I'm blind.
No, it's right next to the extractor at the natural, right behind the mineral lines. The thing
there
is
it is.
that
Okay.
Illusion's moving forward with a pretty decent force. We saw an attack like this in game number 1, and it happened in game number 1 right when QuanticIllusion did a big drone round. He didn't have that many units. This time, there's just not many units to begin with. There's a bunch of Zerglings that are popping up, but if he micros this well, he can take cover of a bunch of Zerglings. There's no Baneling Nest yet. The mutas aren't going to be out for a while. Once again, this little attack is going to do pretty reasonable damage. This Queen pops out just to die, doesn't even inject the hatchery first.
Yeah.
And all of these Zerglings and the Queens are going to go down as well.
Yeah, this is a really good move by Illusion right now. He's actually can position away from that spine crawler. He's got transfusions do go down, but he needs to keep these Marines alive to be able to do the DPS to the Queens to actually manage to take them down. Another transfuse goes down. We got more Zerglings popping up, but will he be able to get the Queens? No, it doesn't look like it, and he needs to start retreating here because the next round of units coming out will clean him up. And oh, he's doing a
good job of microing these Hellions to deal with the Zerglings, actually.
Yeah.
So he can still stick around a little bit longer.
Oh, he's going to get one Queen.
Pretty high.
He's going to get the second Queen as well now, but he's right next to the spine crawler. He's now caught in the back, but look at that. He's actually going to get a lot of these Zerglings at the same time. But with the Marines down, he has to go home now. He does not have enough DPS to deal with that spine crawler. But either way, looking at the resources lost, that was quite well done by Illusion.
The first game when he did that, he lost a lot of the Hellions to the Zerglings. And this time around, he just did a better job of microing the Hellions and keeping them alive. And that's really what made the difference there. And he can actually take these Hellions since they never died. He's got another big group of Marines. He's going to go for a follow-up attack. Stimpak's almost done. So this is actually pretty dangerous because the fact that there's still not a lot of units and 7 mutas is not going to be enough to stop this when Stim is on the field.
Yeah.
So if he picks the right moment to Stim and just go after it, this could actually do a lot of damage and possibly even just kill this third base.
Well, the mutas are here now, and we did see in the first game that he was a little bit aggressive with those mutas, sometimes too aggressive, but at the same time, we do see Illusion moving forward now. There's a lot of Zerglings down here. The spine crawler is still there. Oh, he is going to lose that Overlord, but he's not supply capped by any means. 20 more Zerglings on the way, has given up the fact that he's actually there, targeting down this spine crawler now, and here comes the Lings and the mutas, but oh my god, all those Lings just clumped up for the Hellions to shred them, and now we're losing mutas here as well. Illusion having a really tough time defending this base by Illusion's constant aggression, and here we go, he's coming back in yet again. The Marines are behind here, trying to target down the mutas as best he can, but we got more reinforcements coming through. They're going to try and get around. I think they're going to be able to clean up the rest of these Marines, and now these Hellions are going to be cleaned up as well. And so QuanticIllusion lives, but he lost his third base, and that is really dangerous.
He's in a really tricky spot right now. Also, the worker count is in favor of Illusion right now after those engagements because a lot of the drones have been going down. It's 55 to 48 at the moment. He's trying to sweep across the map for a counterattack while he still has some momentum, but there are more Marines out on the field, and I don't think this is enough to deal with it. He is splitting up the mutas to try and catch him off guard, but he's not going to beat the missile turret.
Oh.
He hesitated a little bit, and he would have actually beat it. Also, he microed that missile turret. There was another really low muta, but still, these mutas are going to get deflected, only really killing the missile turret. Zerglings are backing off because there's Marines looming. So this little counterattack isn't working, and QuanticIllusion's trying to double expand to make up for the fact that he's behind right now.
Yeah, that's very true. We do see, of course, looking at the upgrades, 2-2 on the way for both players. It's going to be a little bit earlier here for QuanticIllusion, but as soon as that Baneling speed kicks in, that's when Illusion's going to have to start being a little bit smarter with his attacks coming out. We can see he is already going for the tanks and the siege mode as well. But he's actually going for, it's very interesting to see this. Normally we see a lot of players with just like a massive amount of barracks, but Illusion's gone for more the reacted barracks here, which does be a little bit dangerous when you got mutas flying in because you can pick off the reactors. Like we're probably going to see in a second as we do see, but look at that, the Marines already sitting there waiting for them to come in. He's completely safe against any muta harassment at all. He's got Marines down at his third base. QuanticIllusion cannot dent this at all. His only choice is to play a little bit greedy right now and try and get his economy underway because he's still only a 61 drone tier relic and he's actually down on the workers.
Yeah, and that's the issue is that his best way in this is to try and play greedy and maybe just try and catch up by macroing really hard, but we've already seen that Illusion is the type of player who doesn't really like to sit back for long periods of time. He likes being aggressive. He's taking his army, and yeah, he's going to be aggressive now. He's got one tank. Second tank is out on the field, is kind of trailing a little bit behind, but we saw this before. The second he got the second tank out, he took all of his Marines, set up in a really nice position, and then QuanticIllusion couldn't make up his mind if he wanted to kill it or not, and just gave him a lot of free units. So especially after that first game, it's definitely a good decision, but QuanticIllusion's just going to go around.
Oh, he's actually coming into the mutas yet again. He's going to get quite a lot of damage there. We do not have any other Marines down here. He needs to come down to that defenses of that bunker. At the same time, we do see a drop up here under the fourth base for Illusion as he's going to send the rest of his force over to the third. And it looks like Illusion's going to get the better of this exchange, I really feel like. He's going to have a lot of stuff up here, but there's so many units being produced right now. He's targeting down the engineering base, but they did just finish the upgrades. And we've got the Marines here. Yep. And the Thor
is really going to help with defending. He was doing a good job of camping out the Marines, but the Thor pops out. That means he's going to be fine back at home, and now the third base is dying for QuanticIllusion again. The fourth base is already down. Mutas are flying around, but this Thor is a really good deterrent. So Illusion's main base is completely fine, and there's no units here to stop him from rolling over the natural now. And it's too late for QuanticIllusion to try and fly back. I think that's going to be
the Muta's in range of the bunker here as well. He's going to lose more Mutas. Like, there's nothing he can really do to be aggressive right now. He has to back off home. And it looks very, very bleak here for QuanticIllusion at this point in time.
Oh, the Mutas! Flying
straight
rally point.
Yeah. But that was a really good decision by Illusion not to panic and continue with his aggression. But we do see the Banglings coming in from the north. We do see him clean up one little batch of units, but we can see here that Illusion is just too well prepared, and he's just going to come in ever so slowly here. A lot of these units coming in, and it looks like we are going to see him commit this time. We got the Mutas coming in from behind. It looks like QuanticIllusion will be able to barely defend. He's going to lose a lot of Mutas in the process, though.
Yeah, this is going to hurt. He will defend it, but he took a lot of losses. The worker count's now 45 to 59. There's 10 Mutas and 16 Zerglings. But back at home, Illusion has 45 Marines that are coming across the map now. Yep. There aren't any extra tanks coming with this, but he's producing a few extra Thors. Plus 3 weapons are almost halfway done. Plus 3 armor just started. So the upgrades for Illusion are really helping out a lot. Because he is at 2-2 very early. QuanticIllusion does have 2-2 done right now as well, but he's relying completely on these Banelings to stay alive right now, and if he brings the Thor with this next attack, which looks like he is...
He's going to drop it in the main, actually.
That could cause a really big problem.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to matter, because this drop here in the main might actually clean things up. If he can split it in time for those Banelings to come through, barely gets it done, does clean up the rest of those Banelings, and now he has one... there's another batch of Marines at the north that I didn't see. He's being so effective against these Banelings with these Marines. It's actually being crazy.
He's sending in the bulk of the army after he used all of that drop to clear out the Banelings, which is a really smart move. Moving across with a large number of Marines and the Thor backup. And the Thor has the +1. It's not +2 yet. +2 is when the Thors really just completely shred Mutas. But +1 is nothing to scoff at. And that's a really big army, especially since there's no more Banelings. There's 2 Banelings unstable. That's it.
Yeah, and he also picked up that medivac to try and see the fourth base. And in comes QuanticIllusion yet again. The Thor is there to back up this time. There's way too many Marines. And these Mutas are going to fall down here as well. And that's it. GG comes out. Illusion will take down the series 2-1. We will be right back with IMC versus QuanticIllusion. Let's see if he can take down the next game. We'll be right back. Stay with us.